Now, when I see our African women, who have lost their values and culture, and I begin to say, if African women of today will understand the potentiality that they carry, if not to have allowed themselves being ruled over by what they see on social media and Western lifestyle, what the Igbo man told you to be practicing, to the point that an African lady no longer eats belly food now because she wants to look as slender as the white man, and then the white woman, a black woman, do no longer want to go on her natural hair until she put on wig and weave on in order to look like a white woman. An African woman will no longer want to allow her face the way it is until she lay foundation and contour in order to design her face to look like a white woman. This has made our African women to lose their potentiality. But if history will demonstrate to you, if you can remember Queen Zinga of Matamba, a warrior who fought to make sure that her country and her women are of standard, we don't think about that one. Now, African women, if you begin to realize your potential, you will know that an African woman is as strong as, or the only creature that works with nature. The only being, the only breathing being that works with nature is the African woman. How did I say so? An African woman sees her menstruation 13 times in a year, meaning that 13 times or 13 calendar months makes a year and not 12 that the British man gave to us. Ethiopia today practice 13 calendar months. They are right. You who practice, or because the Europeans gave us 12 calendar months, it is wrong, because a woman sees her period 13 times, meaning if you calculate it a year, it is 13 calendar months and not 12. And a woman is a mother of all. Through a woman, a man came. A mother is also referred to. Why I said a woman is the only being that works with nature. The earth that we stand upon today is addressed as Mother Earth, meaning that the earth and woman work hand in hand because they are all mothers. And then we call it Mother Earth because it is through the earth that every living thing came out of. That is why it is often referred as Mother Earth. So if you are a woman, it means that as a woman you're a mother, and you have potentiality that during that menstrual cycle of a woman, she is so sacred that she does not need to associate herself with things that are not of spiritual. Because as at that time of her period, it's time when she begins to commune. If you see a sacred woman in her period time, she's always seated quiet. She don't do too many activities. She don't do too many involvement. She don't do many talks. But today now, our African women have lost their sense of values and morals, that a woman in period cannot go to club. A woman in period cannot go to see a man. A woman in period cannot go swimming. A woman in period can do too many things, not knowing that that cycle, that time, she's supposed to sit alone and then begin to commune in her sacred time. And then it is only men who understand the value of women that abstains from a woman who is on her period. It is only men who understand the virtue of woman. Those are the men who do not provoke a woman in her period. Because if you mistakenly provoke a woman in her period innocently, an innocent woman who is in her period, you provoke her when she's innocent. If she pronounces anything at that time, it is a problem. But the Western education and the Western lifestyle has come, and you don't convert that potentiality in us that we no longer understand our strength. But if you begin to go down history and then you begin to talk about the women who fought, when you talk about Queen Zinga of Matamba, you talk about Cleopatra in Egypt. So these people were the people who fought, and they make sure that the dynasty of their father or their fatherland was retained away from the hand of the Britain. But today now, all those things are lost. Because why? We are too conversant and quick to accept what the Western man gives to you. But I tell you something, those of us who are Africans, today now we do not have system of our own. Because why? We don't have system of our own because everything we practice today was given to us by the Europeans. Therefore, I ask Africans, I say, who are you? What are you? How can you define yourself as an African? Why do you have to wait until a white man come and define yourself for you? That is when you now know who you are. But as an African, we have not realized, or we have lost the sense of who we are. Because Oyibo don't come tell you, say, no, this is who you are. And then every of us in Africa are quick to believe that this is who we are. So until we begin to go back to our system of education, system of religion, system of politics, system of settling land dispute, different system of life, it will hard for Africa. Our women, the moment you begin to realize your potentials, men will no longer talk to you anyhow. Men will no longer approach you with disrespect, talk to you anyhow. Say, after all, why do men do so? Men do so because even you as a woman, you come to social media, instead of you to package yourself very well, you come to social media and almost naked. You flaunt your cleavages, you do anyhow, you shake your bum on internet just to get men attracted, and you know very well that men are weak. Not because they are weak to fight, not because they are weak to make money. Men are weak before women because this is how nature has designed it. That every man must go to a woman. Even as a child, go and look at a child, a newly born baby. When a child is born, the child always goes to the mother than the father. Why? Because this is how nature has designed it, that a child must click to the mother more. So if you come on social media and begin to flaunt your thing, we knowing fully well that we are weak. So definitely, whether you like it or not, we must come. But when you begin to ascertain your potentiality and know the value and morals and culture of an African woman, you begin to become too expensive for men to disgrace, or men to molest, or men to talk to anyhow. But when you have lost that value, you have made yourself so cheap for men to talk to you anyhow. So women are supposed to be recognized as one of the beings that works with nature. Respect yourself. Be yourself. You the grace. Come on, yourself.